Okay, why you learn this subject? Because you'll be a developer. You may start as a programmer, later move on to become senior developer, team leader, project manager. So when you become a project manager, you need to know how to manage a project, who you need to deal with, what are the skills you need. So for this course, there are 8 chapters. This is the longest one. So chapter 1 cover introduction to project management, project life cycle, project appraisal and evaluation. So 1.4 will tell you what are the knowledge that a project manager need to have, okay, many, okay, and what are the attributes of a project manager. And the last part is why project fail. Okay, so part 1, introduction to project management. So I will explain to you what is project management, what is a project, characteristic of project. So software project versus other types of project. So what's the difference between software project and other types of projects such as construction project? Both are also project. What's the difference? And constraint in projects. So what is project management? So it's a discipline that involves carrying out all these activities. So in project management, we have to do planning, we have to organize things, okay, we have to do staffing, directing, monitoring, controlling, and innovating. So project management is a discipline that concerns with, okay, doing all these activities. Okay, so planning is deciding what needs to be done. Okay, so plan, decide what needs to be done, when you want to do it. Okay, the basic idea of planning. Organizing is making arrangement. So how you want to do things. So let's say 2 tasks. You have 2 tasks. Are you doing it task 1 then task 2, or you do task 1 and task 2 at the same time? Okay, you have a choice to decide. Okay, so which way you want to use depends on how many resources you have. Okay, organizing is making arrangement. How you want to perform the work, one after another or both simultaneously, and who should do task 1 and who should do task 2. Staffing is selecting personnel for the project. Okay, project need people, so if you're lucky, you have a chance to choose the people you want to work in the project. So directing is give instructions. Okay, so give instructions, telling the staff what to do. Monitoring is check on progress. So when project has started, check on the progress. So check on the progress. Often time is not working as planned, so you have to take corrective action. So taking corrective action is to remediate hold up, okay, so that the project can finish on time. Okay, so innovating is coming up with new solution. Okay, so coming up with new way of doing things. So you have completed project 1. So the next project you have to do is project 2. Okay, so is there a better way to do the next project? So what is a project? A specific plan or design, a planned undertaking, a large undertaking. It can be any one of these criteria, any 2 of them or all of them. Okay, so a project is a specific plan or design. A planned undertaking means planning is required, or large undertaking. Last undertaking means this is a last job. Example of project, the ECL, East Coast Railing. East Coast Railing, so it's a railing from Port Klang to London, right? It is a specific design. There's only one design, a specific one from Klang to London. Okay, it's a plan undertaking, careful planning, must do careful planning. Last undertaking, yes or no? Yes, it's a large job. This is not a small job, millions of dollars. Developing the Huawei Harmony operating system. It's a specific plan or design. It's for the Huawei phone. A plan undertaking, yes, planning is required. Large undertaking, yes or no? Is this a small job or a big job? It's a big job of operating system. Okay, developing an operating system is a big job. Require a large number of members. Can you give me one example of a project? FYP. Well, FYP is a project. Small job, big job, big job. 9 months. Need planning. Okay, need planning. You have funded your project. You have also at the same time study a few technical subjects. You have to plan the time, okay, to produce the required documentation to code the system. A specific plan or design. Okay, yes, specific plan or design. What you do will be different from your assignment. Okay, FYP. Characteristics of projects. When you are in project, you are doing their work involved. How is project work differ from office work? Okay, so project work are non-routine. Example, characteristics of project are non-routine. Example, FYP, non-routine. You do it every step? No. So non-routine. Tutorial routine? Yeah, tutorial is routine. Assignment is routine. FYP is not routine, it's one time. Okay? The work are not routine. It's not that you, not routine means things that you do not do on a regular basis. Office staff do things on a regular basis. Okay? I also do things regularly. Teaching this SPM every sem as regular. So project planning is required. Okay, when you are involved in project, planning is required. So example, what needs to be done and when. Your FYP, you do planning. You have to find out what you need to do, and when you have to do it. What are the things that you need to submit? You need to plan. Specific objectives to be met. Okay, example is develop an advanced employee management system to bring all together relevant employee information by April 2024. So the objective is to bring together all relevant employees' information. Okay. So project must have specific objective. So the ECRM, what's the objective? One of the objectives is to cut down travel time from 8 hours to 4 hours. This is what I read recently. Predetermined time span meaning you do not have unlimited time to complete the work. Example, FIP 9 months, you cannot ask more than that. More than that means no good. Work is care for someone, okay, project has a client. Involve several specialisms, okay, example, network specialist, database specialist, UI specialist, etc. Alright. So project always involve people with different skill. Okay, different skill. People from different skill need to come together to work and complete the project. Involves several phases. Example like analysis, design, code, test, implement. Each of these is a phase. You may start with analysis, okay, then design the system, code the system, test it, and implement the solution. Resources constraint is common. Okay, you have time constraint. You do not have unlimited time. You cannot spend more than what is allocated to you. You have to make use of the number of staff given to you. You have 5 staff, then you make use of the 5 staff. Okay. You want to ask for 8, maybe it's difficult to get. Okay, so these are common constraints: time, okay, budget, stuff. So FIP, you have 9 months. That is your time constraint. So budget, I don't think you want to spend a lot of money to do the project. Staff, you alone, you cannot hire someone to work together with you. Okay, you are doing it. Okay, so now there are many kinds of project, software project and other types of project. So differences. So the differences are invisibility, conformity, complexity, flexibility. Can you see the differences? Okay, next slide. Help you to see better what's the difference, right? So first difference is invisibility. Okay, so we compare software project with other types of projects such as construction project. So for invisibility, software project progress is not immediately visible. So for other types of projects such as construction project, progress is immediately visible. So construction project, you can see immediately the progress, whether it's 10% completed, 30% or 60% completed. You go to the site, you can see how much work are done. So for software project, so it's hard to see amount of progress. How much work you have completed? It's all, I think, in your laptop. Okay, you open it, you show me chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. No chapter 4, no chapter 5, no chapter 6. That means roughly you are 30% completed. So when you run your system, okay, when you run, after you have do the coding, you run the system, there's only login screen. Okay, you only login screen. They will tell me your coding is 1 or 2% completed. So it's not immediately visible. But construction project is immediately visible. So such as student center, okay, you can see percent of work completed and when you can start using it. Roughly you can guess. So software project, it's hard to know how many percent of work that you have completed. Conformity. Software project have to conform to client requirements. So you do the project according to client requirements. But so for other projects like construction project, have to conform to physical law, example Newton law. So the drawing I put here. Constructing a building like this is dangerous. You have to do something like this for safety. So the gravity law, due to gravity, this is dangerous. Okay, when there's a landslide, this building will fall. Right? So you have to construct the building this way and put a retaining wall. So for construction project, you have to take care of the gravity law, understand the gravity law. Okay, how it can affect the buildings. Okay, so this including thunderstorm, take care of the thunderstorm and strong wind at different time of the year. Okay. Complexity, software project have more complexity than other engineer artifacts. So whereas other types of project, they have less complex than software project. Software project is more complex than others. So flexibility, software project is easy to change. Construction project is difficult to change when it's completed. Software project is easy to change. So if you have completed a system, customer name is 30 characters long. So customer name. So when entering customer name, can only enter up to 30 characters. So the client want to extend to 50 characters. 30 to 50 characters, easy to change. Okay. So the door. Okay, so this door is 1.5 meter wide. So change it. Now this building is completed. The door is 1.5 meter wide. Change it to 2 meters wide. So that it's easier for students to come in and out. It's difficult. Can change, but difficult. Have to do hacking. Have to hack the wall. Build a new door and install a new door. So it's more difficult. It's not as easy to change as changing the field length from 30 to 50 characters. Another example is you have designed the screen. The background is green. Okay, customer doesn't like it. So customer prefer a blue background. Okay, switch the screen background from green to blue. Easy. It's easy. So this room, the ceiling is white. Change to blue. Easy? Not easy. Very high. So high. You have to repaint it. Okay, repaint it. You have to bring in forklift to do the painting and cover all the table and chairs. Not easy. Difficult, can change, but difficult. So I think many people know by comparison, software project is easier to change compared to other project. So therefore, very often, when a software project started, there will be change requests coming in. Okay, because they know can be changed. Okay, so constraints in project. So project manager need to face three major constraints. So a project manager is a person who manage project. So these are the three constraints project manager need to face. Time. So the time to complete a project is fixed. Budget is given certain amount of money to spend, not to spend more than what is allocated to meet quality requirement. So three major constraints. So project manager need to remember these three things to develop a system on time, within budget, and to the required quality. Three constraints. Can you add one more? Human constraint. Okay. Manpower constraint. Any more? Manpower is under resources, but budget can also be under resources. Resources cover money, time, people, technology. Maybe can. So what I want to add is scope. Okay, scope is the work that you promise to complete. Okay, it's the work that you promise to complete. So you promise to build a 3-lane highway. Okay, 3-lane highway. So after finish, okay, when we come and see, there must be 3 lanes and not 2 lanes. If 2 lanes means you have finished the project on time, within budget, but you don't meet the scope requirement. The scope says 3 lanes, okay, but you only give 2 lanes. Okay. So FIP, you promise your scope is 6 modules, so you have to deliver 6 modules. Your scope is 6 modules, so you have to deliver 6 modules. So your scope is 6 modules, at the end you deliver 5 modules, that means you didn't complete the scope. So FIP student, so this is a song that you need to sing. Okay, so to complete project scope on time and to the required quality. Scope is the module that you promise to develop. Okay, next, challenges in software project. So you can see here, project manager, developers, customers, they all face challenges in software project. So project manager, so what are the changes? Impossible deadlines. FIP student, deadline impossible? Really? So in real life, maybe you may face impossible deadlines. Okay, scope changes is very common. So once a project starts, new requirements may come in, so the scope become bigger and bigger. Okay, so scope become bigger and bigger. If additional time is given to you, is fine, but sometimes you are squeezed. Okay, no extra time, but adding a little bit more functions. That is challenging, right? So resource constraints. So a project manager may be allocated with 3 developers. Okay, you want 5, but cannot get. So for developers, what are the challenges? Preceding activities not completed on time. So this will cause what problem? the second diagram. Task 1, 10 days, task 2, 10 days. So this one should start after this is completed. Okay, but Jack not able to finish in 10 days. Jack spent 2 more days to complete the work, to complete task 1. So Jim only have 8 days. 8 days left. So this is one of the consequences. This is one of the problem faced by developers. Alright? So preceding activities based on the example given there. So the preceding activities is task 1. Task 1 not completed on time. Okay? So this caused Jim have to rush. Okay? Jim have to rush because he has less time to do task 2. Okay? Deadline pressure. So project manager has deadline pressure. Developers also has deadline pressure. And lack of skill. So customer, the project is behind schedule. So when project is behind schedule, what is the problem? Behind schedule means suppose the software house to deliver the software to us this month, 1st July, but 1st July not able to deliver software, so receive the software late. Okay, so example, cannot deliver, software house says cannot deliver by 1st July, will deliver 1st August. So what's the problem? So means the client need to wait for 1 more month to then only can start using the software. So meantime, client need to continue using the manual system to do the work, which is painful. So meaning need to withstand the pain for another month. Okay. So the software is supposed to lighten up their work, but software not delivered on time, so we have to continue to do manual work. So this is one problem faced by customer, late delivery. So another problem is the developed software does not fulfill present needs of the organization. So meaning the client receives the software, but the software is outdated. Okay, no longer meet the company's requirement. So this happens usually for long duration project. Okay, a project, example, a 2 years project. So you ask for the software in 2024, but you receive in 2026, 2 years later. 2 years later, maybe the way the company works is different than in 2024. Okay, so this is a possibility for a long duration project. So the cost of the project has exceeded its allotted budget. Right? So these are the common challenges. So I just mentioned 3 challenges for each group, okay, instead of everything. Okay, next, project life cycle. You may have heard of software development life cycle. Okay, so another life cycle is project life cycle. So project life cycle 4 stages. identify a need, develop proposed solution, perform the project, terminate the project. So in project life cycle, there are 4 stages. So project start because there is a need, then develop proposed solution, perform the project, terminate the project when the project is completed. So this is stage 1. Okay, so project start because there's a need, followed by developing proposed solution, perform the project. So perform the project is SDLC. Okay, terminate the project finished. So effort, if you look at in terms of effort, perform the project require the most effort. So requiring the most effort means here you need the most people. Okay, a lot of people are involved here. Okay, so in terms of time, stage 3 also consume the most amount of time compared to the other 3. So when project finished, terminate the project. When you have another project, then start from here again. Then. When you have the third project, also start from here. So this is project life cycle. Here is the software development life cycle. So the development cycle may begin with analysis, design, code, test, implement. So project life cycle processes. Project life cycle processes referring to the main activities carried out in the project life cycle. Main activities carried out in the project life cycle. So start with conduct a kick-off meeting. Okay. So when a project starts, there's a kick-off meeting to establish customer needs, goals, requirements, and spell out the benefits that can be gained from the project. Then 1 or 2 more meetings to streamline the project requirements. So one kick-off meeting will not be able to clearly define the project requirements. So need 1 or 2 more meetings to fine-tune requirements. Like what you are doing your FIP, so you have to see your proposal many times, okay, to fine-tune your proposal. So output is a project charter, which is a formal document. It's a formal document containing project scope, objective, role and responsibility of each party involved. So we also have something similar to a project charter for FIP. What is the similar document what is a document that's similar to project charter in FIP? The guideline to student. So guideline to students spell out what is your responsibility and what is my responsibility. Okay, yes, huh? Important, huh? Clearly divide what you must do, what I must do. No overlap. Okay, then followed by create a project management plan. Okay, project management plan which contain project schedule, milestone, team members, and other related project information. Okay, so project schedule will show what are the tasks and when you want to do them. Okay, milestone are group of tasks. Okay. So milestone are group of tasks. The team members and so on. That's planning. Okay, so then execute. Once you have the plan, you can execute the project. When you execute the project, you have a work result. Okay, work result. So every project do have some kind of work result. So FIP, what are the work results? Project proposal, chapter 1, chapter 2, 3, 4, portfolio, what is our work result? Final report, the system work result. The system you have finished coding work result. You completed code. You complete the code. The work result is the application. So whatever project do, okay, they are work results. So in real project, examples of real result can be the requirement specification, design spec, source code. You do coding their source code, these are work results. Okay, so monitoring. So monitor the progress against the plan. So when project is started, you have to monitor the progress compared to what you have planned. So this means check project progress whether it is equal to what has been planned. What has been planned, is it actual equal to what is really happening? If answer is no, something wrong. Okay, something wrong. Okay, if something wrong, take corrective actions so that you are not behind schedule. So overall output is overall health of the project. Okay, healthy is project on time. So you plan to complete task 1 by 1st of July. So on 1st of July, you check whether task 1 is completed or not. Yes, completed. It's healthy, good. Doing project 1, healthy. Not healthy. Submitted chapter 1. Overdue already. Doing project 1. Oh, you are done in project 2. Okay. Those who are doing project 1, the next deliverable is chapter 2, correct? Very soon. Chapter 1 not yet delivered. Not healthy. So you have to monitor. Do you do monitoring? You monitor or your supervisor knock on your door? Supervisor knock on your door. This? Don't answer you. Kalian. Sorry to hear that. Or you knock on his door. Okay. Noted. Let's continue. You have a project plan, correct? Whether you are doing project 1 or project 2, you have a project plan. Check. Check what your plan. Did you meet is the progress match with what you have planned? Are you late? Are you ahead? Ahead is fine. Okay. So next is closing. So closing, when the project is completed, hand over the project product to the customer. So computer software is the project product. So you hand over the computer software to the customer. So what else you have to hand over to the customer? Okay, example like documentation. So the project documentation, user manual, installation manual, operational manuals. Okay, so this should be handed over together with the computer software. These are examples of project products. So when project product finish, you have to hand over the products to the customers. Computer software, documentation such as user manual, operational manual, etc. Installation manual. Then you deploy project resources, conduct post-project review, self-reflections. Okay, so with the self-reflection is to ask yourself, if I were to do the next project, how can I do it better? Okay, so just a quick review. So project life cycle 4 stages. Project life cycle processes are the major activities in the project life cycle. So just now they are just overview idea. Okay, what are involved in a project? Let's take a 10-minute break.